cover first introduction to fuzzy and crisp. We will see what is the meaning of fuzzy and what is the meaning of crisp. Then we will see the difference between fuzzy and crisp. Then we will see the classical set theory, and at the last we will see some basic operations that can be performed on classical set theory. Okay, so let's move on. So introduction to fuzzy and crisp. So consider the query, is water colorless? The answer to this a definite yes or true or no or false as warranted by the situation. Just imagine a situation that you have been asked by someone that what is the color of the water, or is water colorless? Then you will give the answer either yes or no. Okay, so in that kind of situation, if yes or true is accorded a value of 1 and no or false is accorded a value of 0, this statement results in 0 1 type of situations. Any situation which has the answer yes or no, either 0 or 1, either true or false. Okay, so this will be considered as 0 1 type of situation. Such a logic which demands a binary 0 or 1 type of handing is termed crisp in the domain of fuzzy set theory. Okay. In a fuzzy set theory, a situation which has only two possible values, either yes or no, either true or false, either 0 or 1. Okay. So this kind of situation, or this kind of what we can say that uh, domain of fuzzy set is known as crisp set. Thus, statements such as temperature is 32 degrees Celsius, the running time of the program is 4 seconds are examples of crisp situations. Okay, temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. We will see the temperature and we will say that yes, temperature is 32 degrees Celsius. No, temperature is not a 32 degree Celsius. Okay, so you are just imagine the answer in terms of yes or no. Okay. So, on the other hand, consider the statement, is Ram honest? Okay. So, consider another situation. We have just seen the first situation when the answer is in the form of yes or no, two possible values. But now we are going to discuss another situations. Now a situation, and you have been asked that, is Ram honest? The answer to this query need not be a definite yes or no. We cannot say that yes, Ram is honest, no, Ram is not honest, but it may have some other options for the answer. Let's see. So, considering the degree to which one knows Ram, a variety of answers spanning a range, such as extremely honest, honest at time, very honest, could be generated. Or another one, you can add that no, Ram is not honest, extremely not honest. Okay. So, if for instance, extremely honest were to be accorded a value of 1 at the high end of the spectrum of values, extremely dishonest a value of 0 at the low end of the spectrum, five respectively. Okay. So considering a situation that just you have been asked that, is Ram honest? So if you will say that yes, Ram is extremely honest, then that will be considered the value is 1. And if you will give the answer that no, Ram is extremely dishonest, so that will be considered as 0 value. Okay, so high value, that is 1, and low value is 0. So in between you can also give the answer just like that, saying that honest at some times, or you can also give the answer that very honest. So you will assign another number to that two option also, rather than 0 and 1. So the situation is therefore so fluid that it can accept value between 0 and 1. It can accept 0 and it can accept 1, that is higher value and lower value, but it can also accept the value in between 0 and 1. Such a situation is termed as fuzzy. Okay. So this is the figure representation of our case. The first case is represented for crisp analysis, that is water colorless. So you can just give the answer in two options, yes or no. So that will be the situation which is known as crisp. Okay. And the second one is Ram honest? So you will give different answer, that is extremely honest, that is higher point, extremely dishonest, 0, that is lower level. So in between 0 and 1 you can also assign the value, that very honest or honest at times. So this kind of situations in which we are giving some other answers, some different answers by applying some value is known as fuzzy set. Okay. So what are the differences between fuzzy and crisp? Let's see. So the first difference between fuzzy and crisp is a crisp set or classical set is defined by exact boundaries. Okay, whenever you are talking about crisp set, so it has some exact boundaries or defined boundaries. Either we can say that yes or no. So the boundary line is 0 and 1. Okay. So the fuzzy set, a fuzzy set is defined by its ambiguous boundaries. Ambiguous, that means what? You can either assign higher value, you can either assign lower value, or you can also assign the values that lies in between higher and lower end values. Okay. The second difference, a classical set with their operations properties are useful in expressing classical logic, which leads to Boolean logic. Okay. So the classical set or crisp set set can be represented with their operations or with their properties, that is very useful in expressing classical logic, which leads to Boolean logics. We will see in next slide that what kind of operations are performed on classical set theory. Okay. So on the other hand, fuzzy set with their operations properties are useful for fuzzy logic. Okay. So after seeing classical set theory, we will definitely work out on what is the operations and what kind of properties are assigned for fuzzy set. Okay. So third difference, the classical set theory is used in digital system design. Okay, digital system design, that we can say that say for example, if you are just preparing a logic gates, so in that kind of circuit design or system design, classical set theory or crisp set is useful, while the fuzzy set theory are used in real time system design. Okay. The next one is, as we have discussed, all the members having the membership values either 0 or 1 in crisp set. Okay. On the other hand, fuzzy set, all the members having membership values between 0 and 1. Okay. 0 can be assigned, 1 can be assigned, and the values which lies between 0 and 1 can also be assigned. So the example of crisp set is water colorless, that we have already discussed. On the other hand, fuzzy set example is Ram honest. Okay, so you can define the values to the situation according to their answer. Okay. So let's see the basic introduction about classical set theory. So a set is any well-defined collection of objects. This is the definition of set. Okay. A set is any well-defined collection of objects. An object in a set is called an element or member of that set. Say for example, if I am creating a set which contains the value of say example name of countries. Say for example, country name is equal to, I am saying that the group of country, that is India, Sri Lanka, USA, Russia. So that will be the set of country. Okay. So an object in a set is called an element or member of that set. So this all country name is a member of the country name or country set. Sets are defined by a simple statement describing whether a particular element having a certain property belongs to that set. Say for example, here we are having one set capital A, and the member of that set is written as A1, A2, A3 up to AN. Okay, so A1, A2, A3 up to AN all are members. Okay, members or element of the set A, and capital A is a set name. And the example is, say for example, set A is equal to Gandhi, Nehru, Bose. So these Gandhi, Nehru, Bose are three names, and these three are known as object or member of set A. Another example, set B is equal to India, Australia and USA. So these three elements, India, Australia, USA, are objects or element or member of set B. So if the element ai, where I is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n, of a set A are subset of universal set X. Okay. Say for example, our set A is given and all the member of set A are present in a universal set X. Then set A can be represented for all elements where X belongs to universal set X by its characteristics function like this: mu A of X is equal to 1 if all the member of set A is belong to universal set X, okay, and otherwise 0, okay. So if all the members of set A are present in universal set, then the value of mu A of X is equal to 1, otherwise the value of mu A of X will be 0. Now, let's see which kind of operations we can perform on classical set theory. So, the first operation is union operation. The union of two sets A and B is given as A union B is equal to X, where X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Just we are writing A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 4, 5, 6. Then we can write A union B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Intersection. The intersection of two sets A and B is given as A intersection B, where X is equal to X, where X belongs to A and X belongs to B. That means what? If the value of set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and the value of set B is equal to 2, 3, 4, then we have to find which elements are common in A and B. So the common element will be the answer. Okay, that will be known as intersection operation. Now complement operation. Now it is denoted by A tilde and is defined as A tilde is equal to X, where X does not belong to A and X belongs to capital X, that is universal set. That means what? Say for example, universal set is given capital X is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10, 1 to 10 value, and A is equal to 1 to 5. Okay. So if we want to find the complement of A, then we need to subtract, or we need to eliminate all the elements of A from universal set. That is, universal set, in universal set we have 10 numbers 1 to 10 and A is equal to 1 to 5. So if we find the complement of A, it will give the answer 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just we are not writing the element which is given in set A. Okay. So for example, difference, another operation is difference, that means subtraction. So the difference of two sets A and B is given as A minus B is equal to X, where X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Okay. So these are the operations which can be performed on classical set theory. Okay. So in this session we have covered. So the basic meaning of crisp and uh, fuzzy set, and then we have seen the difference between fuzzy and crisp set. Then we have discussed classical set theory. Okay, so in next session we will see fuzzy set logic, or sorry, fuzzy set theory, and we will see different operations on fuzzy set theory. Okay, till then, goodbye and take care, and thank you for attending the session. If you like the video, then please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you.